Drew, give us a quick run through who you are, where you're from, mother's maiden name, first ever school, last three digits, just as much information as possible, dude.
You keep asking for this, Ryan, and I'm still not going to give it to you.
Yeah.
So my name's Drew. I'm based up in Lancaster, in the north west of England. I came across Ryan just through chance, really. I was looking through some mentorships and wanted some advice and guidance, and Ryan previously had dropped me some messages and had given me some really valuable information. And I just actually rang him up to pick his brains about some other mentorships and having already been stung by another mentorship. Eventually, after much niggling and pushing, Orion eventually agreed to take me on board, and I'm glad he did because ever since then we've just managed to grow the business. I was really struggling with what to do and how to do it, and I was just assuming that creating valuable content was enough to get people knocking on my door to give me some money, and it's sadly not as straightforward as that. And it was just about learning the systems and structures and how to do the sort of the outreach element of it all and making sure I'm targeting the right audience. And I fell foul of the typical trying to please everybody, pleasing nobody kind of thing. So it was just good to get on board and actually get some focus and some direction was probably one of the biggest things to start with.
Yeah. I remember taking one look at your Instagram and seeing that you were posting Canva docs with prices on them. And I thought, oh, fucking hell, we've got a long way to go in here.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
hope,
yeah.
I hope Drew's got some deep pockets because it's going
I
to take
was,
longer
yeah,
than a month.
I was scraping by and charging like 60 quid for
Yeah.
6 weeks training and stuff just to get something. I was just underselling my service and didn't have that confidence really to charge more or to keep prices out. I was more about volume as opposed to quality, and that's one of the big things that kind of changed as well.
Yeah, we literally sat down and we were like, great, we're going to quadruple what you charge here. Not because we want to extort people, but because you're massively underselling yourself here. And
Yeah,
it's like, I mean, you run a promo where you just try to take on as many people as possible for like pennies. And all it does is just fucking drowns you out because you're delivering a good service. People aren't respecting it. They devalue it purely based off price. They don't think, this can be any good for what you're charging. But you've literally never done a fucking sales call ever before. Do you know what I mean? And the first two were probably better than 99% of people's sales calls that I'd ever seen for a first time. And I think that's because of the job that you did where you sit down and you speak to people, so you're used to that. But all it took was just like one or two sit down trainings, stop saying this, start saying this, stop telling everyone at the start of the conversations that they don't need to make a decision to do. Uh, and then you just, yeah, I think sales is probably a stronger point for you in the business now. I feel like you're probably a lot more confident than when you first came in with that.
yeah, but it's about having that structure on the call as well, and about having the sort of the script, which I used to have pinned up above my computer, and I used to literally kind of follow that, and I could see my eyes wandering. So I was trying to make the list as close to my camera so it doesn't look like I was looking away from them. But I mean, I followed that religiously for the first easily 10 calls, if not more, until it became just more natural. And do I do I speak now the same way I did on the first calls? No, but is the information in there and the structure of it the same? Yeah,
Yeah,
100%. It's just more
you
natural.
you understand what you're looking for now. You understand why you're asking a certain question and what data you're trying to pull from that, rather than it's just number nine on the fucking script and I have to ask it every time.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Which is the main thing. I mean, results wise, what results have we seen? What changes?
Well, I mean, if we just cut straight to the chase and talk about finance, I've now smashed that original target, which is what I wanted, and we've been working together now for 5 months, and I've already smashed that initial target. And there's more coming in. I mean, I just signed up three, four this week, for like 6 month contracts. So financially, I'm now reaching my first kind of milestone, if you like, and now I'm now aiming and running towards the next milestone, and just hope to consistently build on that. But my follower base of genuine followers has increased 100% since probably February this year to now. And I'm now getting much better engagement from content and interaction, and I'm getting follows of genuine interested people who I can have conversations with. And do all of the conversations lead to a sale? No, absolutely not. But there's a large percentage of them that do, or I'll certainly plant a seed for them and give them some free stuff. So I then become the first person to think of when they do want that support. So just the growth of the business financially, but also in volume of genuine followers has been exceptional.
Just so people understand, what how many followers did you have on your account when we first started? I think it was like 200 and something, wasn't it?
Yeah, just over 200, like 212 or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Anybody that's probably sitting watching this, if they've got 200 followers, they'll think there's no way I can make any money or like from coaching in the next 6, 12 months even. But all we've done is made sure that you start getting volume coming in to have those conversations that you can. Do you know what I mean? Most most of the time, if you don't have some form of eyeballs or followers and stuff, how are you going to have the conversations? How are you going to book calls? How are you going to take on clients? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, you have that coming in now, and we literally just decided today that we're going to turn up the ad spend a little bit and start spending
Yeah.
more. So there's another, I think what we worked at about 8 more conversations per day
Mhm.
over the next 30 days. What's that? 24 or something conversations per yeah, it's going to 240 per month, so somewhere around there extra. Yeah, you're going to end up making more money.
Yeah,
So
100%.
yeah.
100%.
I mean, one of the really cool things is you dropped me a text a couple months ago and went, I've just made more money in one day than I did uh the whole month in my job. I think I'm gonna leave. And I was like, we're a month in, Drew. I was like, let's just hold horses. All right. Let's just chill a little bit. But I think that idea, as soon as you thought about it and planted it in your head, you were like, I'm fucking doing this. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you did end up leaving that job, and that's a pretty sick ability to be able to take that risk and do it because not a lot of people would take that risk. Do you know what
It was a big risk, and there's obviously a degree of risk with anything that I mean, even there's a degree of risk in giving you the money you wanted.
I mean?
But you've just got to sometimes just go with your gut and take a leap sometimes, a leap of faith. And what's the worst that can happen? Can I get another job if it all goes to shit? Well, yeah, I can, but I need to give this the best chance I could give it. And that's what I did. And I'm now consistently making more each month now than I did working many days a week and many hours a week in a job. And as a single dad, I've got two kids at home. Time is really, really valuable, and being present for my kids is really, really important. And that was the driving force between trying to get online and make a business from it so that I can be present for my kids, but also financially, I can give them what they need because school bus passes cost 300 quid a month, and
Yeah.
because uniforms cost 200 quid and all this. I needed that income, but the time was more valuable and being present for them was more valuable. So an investment into getting the mentorship with you obviously has proven to, well, you made your money back in the first month by 10, threefold, I think, in the first month. But
Yeah. That's
the
when I knew I'd locked you in. That's when I knew you couldn't leave. But
it was a leap of faith, and there was a degree of trepidation without doubt, but it's arguably one of the better things I've done in the last 5 years.
your whole life. Yeah.
No, no, don't big yourself
It's
up
not
that
that fucking
much.
good, right? I'm giving my best here, but it's not that. The I think the whole parent thing's a big thing. I think it is for me as well. Like the way that I'm mapping this business out is so that I can just be there for my kids, never miss picking them up, never miss all that sort of stuff. You can have all the money in the world, but if you can't do things with your loved ones, what's the fucking point? So
Yeah, 100%.
it's the availability which that pays off. I mean, you said that you've done some stuff in the past and it hadn't worked out. What do you think was different about this compared to the stuff that you've previously done?
Um, well, the fact that I get to work with the person that excited about. So in a previous mentorship, which I'll not mention names, but it was a massive waste of money. I just ended up in a group environment of chat rooms and no one particular person to be answerable to, and just really disjointed. Big name, lots of followers, promised the world, service was shit as far as I was concerned. And I was invested in Ryan, I was invested in you, and then I get to work with you, and we got the weekly calls, and we got that. I needed hand holding, I needed that encouragement, that support, that education, and I needed the information, and I needed it from you. Um, so that was the biggest difference. Not only that, but obviously I then also fucking made money the minute I joined. But
Yeah. No good.
it
I'm
was
just
just
there by you all day, and we're fucking broke together. Do you know what I mean? But cool.
so yeah, it was just the fact that I got to work with the person that I was invested in. I saw the posts, I got the information through text message before I jumped on the mentorship. That support was there. And then to find out that I'd then be working directly with you one to one, that was the kicker for me, the big
Yeah,
kicker.
that's
And the
that's
difference
that,
between other experiences.
I agree. I think that's the most valuable thing that you can do because I've paid fortunes and I've never met the person who's ran half of them sometimes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And you just feel like another number, don't you? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
like,
100%. There was no personality to it. There was no personal touch. I didn't think they understood where I was. They were asking the earth financially from me, yet I was in a position where I was just trying to make my first grand month at the time, and they were charging me more than that to join.
yeah,
And there was just no understanding or appreciation of that. And then not only that, I didn't even get to work with a person that I was invested with.
yeah.
So
When you're paying a lot of money, you never meet the person. It's a bit rough, isn't
yeah.
it? But sweet. I appreciate you sharing that. I mean, it's that question that everyone knows the answer to, which is why I ask you it. But what would you say to somebody that was considering jumping on board? Be kind.
I was
Don't
going to
ruin it
try and
now,
be
Joe.
funny. I was going to try and be funny and say something really derogatory, but I haven't got anything. I've got nothing but genuine praise for Ryan, his approach, for the time that he's spent with me, for the patience he's had with me, because I can be quite draining. Um, I couldn't think of anything that I would want more from a mentorship than what I've received working with Ryan. And that's God honest truth. And you can pay me that 50 quid at the end of the
I
call, mate.
will. I will. Don't worry. It's coming.
But no, genuinely, I've been left not wanting for anything. Everything I've wanted, I've got. And if there's been any questions or anything I'm not sure of, he's there. And it's not just once a week check-in calls. It's the messaging and stuff that support that in the background and just general feedback and encouragement, but also stop being a twat, Drew, which I need to be told as well. And what the fuck are you doing posting that? Just shit like that. And the honesty of it, the upfrontness of it, the frankness of it sometimes. So yeah, it just for me personally, he ticked every single box and went above and beyond, and that's why I've really and thoroughly enjoyed the mentorship program that I've been on.
I appreciate that, Drew. There's one caveat I just want to make to that because I think it's easy to look in sometimes to go, well, that all sounds so good that I'll just jump on and I'll pay Ryan. I guess he'll fix everything for me. And it just doesn't fucking work like that. Because for everything nice that you've just said, you also matched me. Do you know what I mean? You also went, great, I'll do that. You also sat on a call, we mapped out a script, and you said, I'll send you that next 2 hours. And I was like, holy fucking shit, I was expecting to be sent it next week. Do you know what I mean? So it's the speed of implementation. It's the I'm going to do this and a little bit more. Do you know what I mean? That's what makes it work, and that's what makes that partnership. So I can thank you enough, dude. And it's no surprise that you've done well, and you'll also continue to smash it. So yeah, I appreciate you sharing all that, dude.
Not an issue at all. And I thank you for all of your time and your continued support from everything that I've already had and into the future.
Amazing. How much money do you want for that then?
Just call it 150 for cash.
I appreciate that, mate. That was sick. Cheers.